really loved it.
No, not just loved it, Ason.
No, really
loved it. For a callback from the lock keeper, seems a crazy system. Wowzers. Then have a look at that.
Sonya and Willow makes 3 ex-teachers afloat for the world to see. Once taught lessons with chalk in our hands, equations and essays and group work plans. One day we thought, let's sail away and live on a boat with adventures every day. So welcome aboard, come join the ride. We're floating through life with Willow by our side.
Welcome to a brand new vlog, and as you just saw, we are in Bath.
Yes, had a lovely time in Bath.
Yeah, it may be a surprise to you because when you left us we weren't in Bath, but Sonia's sister and her husband were visiting, so we turned the camera off for a week and we sort of moseyed on down to Bath, which was lovely.
It was really lovely. Having people come to stay, it's always really good fun.
Yeah, and we did have a wander around Bath, and Bath itself
is gorgeous.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Some beautiful places, beautiful old pubs as well. Really good.
A chance for some retail therapy, good shopping centres, like shops. The Saracen's Head, which is the oldest pub in Bath. Weather, saw some fantastic sights and some history.
Yeah. Oh, we also we went up. I don't know what that arm's called. There's a little arm after you go through all the locks. It's an arm that goes off to the right with a turning point,
isn't it? It's where the River Avon, because like the canal comes down, the River Avon has a big weir where Javert died. If you're a Les Miserables fan,
or Les Miserables.
So that's where they filmed him jumping off into like the V-shaped weir. It's a beautiful weir. And we could take the boat right up there to the weir, spin it round and come out. That was worth doing. We are going up the arm towards Pulteney Bridge.
which was, what film was that feature?
From Les Miserables. So Jean Javert threw himself off the bridge.
Right, we're going to see if we can see the body.
Yeah, if you see him, look away because he'll be looking a bit rough right now.
Another one of those funny ones where, because we're the only people actually going to Bristol on the whole network.
Probably because it's so darned expensive.
Quite, it is expensive and all. I will tell you, because no one seems to put it on their post, but we think it's going to be between like 55 and 60 something pound a night to stay in Bristol on your boat.
It depends on your meterage.
Because of that, we don't want to, obviously, it's about 6-7 hours from here, and most people go from Bath straight into Bristol because the moorings are a bit hit and miss along the way. But we're kind of fit, if we're going to pay that much money, we don't want to be turning up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon and miss a big chunk of our day in Bristol if we're going to be paying £60 odd for it. So our aim today, and it might not happen, but our aim is to get as close to Bristol and get a mooring so that tomorrow we can kind of go in the morning and get to Bristol in the morning.
Really, and make the most of the day. So the other thing is, on the second day, when our licence runs out, we've got to leave early to get to Bath as well, so that's another 7 hours back. So it's a far more complicated cruise than we normally do.
Yeah, much more.
We're looking forward to it, aren't we? Never been to Bristol?
No, this is a bit of the cruise, and also it's like, it's the final bit of the K&A. So after all that kind of fuss about, well, do we do it or don't we, we've actually loved it, and so it's kind of...
Really loved it though, like, do you know what I mean?
Like really loved it.
Really loved it.
Not just loved it.
Really loved it.
No, not just loved it, ASON.
No, really loved it.
So yeah, we recommend it, massively recommend it.
Yeah, be prepared to do some hard yards at the beginning.
Yeah.
But after that, the mooring situation, we've had no trouble getting moorings wherever we've been. People have been really friendly, so there's been no boat theft. So far, touch wood.
Basically, all the warnings we were given haven't really, yeah. I mean, obviously, maybe people, we did see a couple of posts, like obviously we joined every Facebook thing going to just check on it. And we did see a few posts of people going along the canal side and nicking things off both sides.
Generators, I think, is the one.
Oh, was it generators?
Yeah, generators.
But
we haven't got one of them.
Yeah, we haven't one of them. We had it nicked. But yeah, so personally, we've had none of those issues.
No.
You know, someone might be following along just behind us, having everything happening. But for us, we've just poodled along. Really nice, beautiful places. Loads of lovely moorings. The biggest problem has been that we don't want to be stuck on here for winter, so we've had to like pedal along a little bit. Otherwise, I think we'd have done it even slower.
Yeah, I think we would have taken our time a bit more.
Come along with us. Why don't you? Why don't you? Come on the last little bit. Join us. Mardy sky and Mardy wife. The planets are in line. Wow, so if you look here, on the left takes you down to the weir, but you'd never know. This bit on the right, this tiny little bit, is actually the canal that we've got to go down.
The kind of love is right now. I really feel I am flying.
First lock of the day, and what's happening, Son?
We've caught up with somebody.
Yes.
And it looks like they're filling the lock already. There's no room on the lock landing, so we're just going to hover here for a little while. And then once we're in, Tony can jump off and help out.
Perfect, so yeah. First lock of the day, paddles are up, job's a good one. Like I say, there's not many locks, so I think we've got this, and then there's quite a long way, probably an hour or so, and then the next one, which is quite nice. I like that because I don't have to stay off the boat. And Sonya loves it as well because I'm on the boat with her.
Oh yeah, woo!
Makes your day, doesn't it, Son?
Oh yeah.
Releasing my troubles. And although you're so far, I really feel we're entwined. till it's right for us to be looking at the stars from my balcony, wondering about what the future will bring. Oh, we'll have made it so far. Looking at each other and knowing how we've been through a lifetime. Here we are now. Oh, we made it this far.
Don't worry everyone, I found him!
Oh my god.
I amused myself.
You'll do what you need, I'll sing me a song. We'll meet when we meet, touch base and walk on. I'm kinda choked up right now, I really feel you can hear me, and get this wherever you are. As you breathe in the space, as I breathe in the city, we'll know when it's right for us to be looking at the stars from my balcony, wondering about what the future will bring. Oh, we'll have made it so far. Looking at each other and knowing how we've been through a lifetime. Here we are now. Oh, we made it this far. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh.
So that is Saltford Mill, and the River Avon was responsible for all the brass transport back in the day, and that's where it came from.
So that's where all the brasses were. Some. Right, hopefully last lock of the day, and as we just come up to it, gates open, paddles are up. Someone's just left it in our favour. Thank you, whoever that was. And once we're through this lock, we are hoping to get a mooring pretty much straight away. And while we're at this lock, I'll just show you something very stupid I keep doing. So on these locks, I've got to put the paddle down. So let me show you. So there's the paddles up. So to put it down, so I have to do that, lift this up to put the paddle down, right? This bit here is covered in grease. And what I keep doing is, as I pick it up like that and do that all the time. I've done that about 6 times today. I didn't realise why I kept getting this mark, but it's because of this thing. Look at this CRT bloke thinks he's on Titanic. What's the music song?
My heart will go on.
Wherever I am. Right, so we're just coming up to the train bridge. Straight after this bridge is supposed to be some moorings. Are we feeling confident or not, son? What are you saying? Give me a mark out of 10. 0.5. Not confident at all. So I'll just turn us around. We don't know yet. Here's the bridge. It'd be absolutely brilliant if straight after this bridge there is a mooring. But official moorings on the K&A are the ones people don't seem to move off much. I reckon we might be able to get away with that. Have the end hanging off the end kind of thing. So we're that close there. There's still a decent gap. And then at the front, you can see that little gap there. I don't think they're going to be moving, so just when we push off, it's fine. Good, good, good.
These pylons are mad. that shows you how high the river can flood, because the pontoon slides up the pylon so that the boats that are tied there are safe. But it just shows, like, you don't realise quite how high the water can go. Have we in your shot then?
No, it's good. Except you just spoke then.
Can't you just turn the sound down for that bit?
Oh my god, he did it again. I was just slowly making our way. That was decent, wasn't it, there?
Yeah, it was
Good spot.
actually. Really friendly, actually, people on the pontoon.
Yeah.
They're up the top on the field doing some keep fit.
Yeah, we just left them. I noticed them there when I just did my normal 5-mile run in the morning. And I came back to Sonya and I said, didn't I? Oh, Sonya, there's some other people out there doing exercise.
It's all clouded over again now, but it's warm.
Yeah, it is warm. I was going to put my hat on, but in the end, wasn't needed. I was thinking about hats, actually.
What do you think about hats?
Well, there was a video came through on Facebook, and it was like, you know, they changed those black and white pictures into colour. Right. So it was a picture of, there was one of London, and there was one, they were coming out of a train station somewhere, and everybody had a hat on. Literally every single person.
My granddad never used to leave the house without a hat, and that was in like the 80s.
Never left his hat without a house.
His house without a hat on, so they would always go out in his shirt, tie, jacket, trilby. He even had overcoat for winter.
That's so
yeah,
cool.
he never did. My mum and dad used to buy him a trilby for Christmas.
That's cool. I remember when I first started working, so I was 16, so it would have been like 2008-ish, something like that, when I first started going up into London to work as a 16.
There's no way that happened in 2008.
As a 16-year-old. But I can remember, you know, like the old-fashioned, they used to have the bowler hats, pinstripe suit, briefcase, brolly.
A stereotype man.
Yeah, like you've seen all the old films, it was still happening at that point. So yeah, when I was 16, do the math. Not that long ago.
Anyone got a long bit of paper.
So yeah, I remember thinking, oh, it's mad they're still doing that, but then now, I don't know that anyone does it.
When did it stop?
Yeah, and how did it stop? Was it like just one person, like one really influential person who turned up one day and said, you know what, I'm not wearing it?
Mufti Friday.
Mufti Friday?
Mufti Friday?
What's Mufti?
Isn't that where you go non-uniform day?
Why
Mufti?
Why
I don't
Mufti?
know Mufti. I think that's when we were in China they called it Mufti Day. But anyway,
Mufti
like
Day.
dress down Friday.
Dress down Friday, yeah. And then like, it was like, oh, did you see Dave didn't turn up in his bowler hat?
Time. I suppose if you're like back in the day, women had to wear hats. Like it was like real bad etiquette. If you didn't wear a hat, you were not very well to do. But being forced to wear a hat would be different to being able to wear a hat. I'm able to wear a hat all the time now, but I would just probably look really weird if I wore one of those hats from like Elizabeth Bennet's time.
I was saying, no one's stopping you.
No, but can you imagine if I went out in a hat that, you know, like my thing was like Pride and Prejudice times. When
right.
So I think it's an anti-establishment thing.
All right.
People just fought against the man.
Against the man. So it's like Grange Hill, and then Grange Hill where they started protesting against the school uniform, and it was like, oh my god, children protesting, what's going on?
I'm sure we had a protest when I was at school, like we had a sit-in, and it was on the Mount. I wasn't part of it.
Yeah.
She
was one walking past doing her schoolwork going, oh look at those children, it's terrible.
But everyone like refused to go to lessons, and that was I'm sure it was over school uniform, and probably instigated by Grange Hill.
Yeah, it probably was.
So Grange Hill did it. I went many schools, loads of schools probably had that problem after Grange Hill had that episode.
Yeah. I don't know, like if you're not from England or maybe of a different age, Grange Hill ran for decades in England. It was like just basically a programme about a school called Grange Hill. Tucker Jenkins.
Yeah, like Tucker.
Everyone will probably have a person from there.
Oh, there'll be
time.
people, like my sister's era would be slightly younger, a couple of years down.
Because it used to be like people talk about it now, but schools in England in the olden days, like when we used to go, it was like wild. It could be absolutely wild. I think now people say like, oh, it's really bad, but honestly,
it's nothing like it.
Yeah, back in the day, and you did have things like I still think when I was in primary school, I can remember 2 kids getting the cane.
Mr. Watson was the one. I don't remember anyone actually. Like, it could
Mr. Watson.
Right, but everyone knows those teachers though, right? Those teachers that you're scared witless of. He frightened the life out of me. But I don't remember anyone actually getting it, but there was always the rumour that someone had the slipper from Mr. Watson and he kept it in his cupboard.
You know, we had 2 people who had the cane when I was at primary. I think someone might have when I was at centre, but it was like being phased out. It wasn't being allowed, so it was slowly on its way out. But it was a thing. I still remember like chalkboards. You don't know, not chalkboards. That'd be mad. Imagine if you threw a chalkboard, a board rubber. Like if you were sort of
Mr. Carvin.
Oh, again, Mr. Carvin. Yeah, oh, Mr. Carvin.
I remember them. He was mad. He wouldn't be allowed to teach nowadays.
Yeah, no.
He used to laser the board rubber right across the room with the kids at the back.
I remember having to do like a thing. I can remember like having my ear grabbed by teachers and dragged along by my ear.
That's because you were naughty.
That's why I got these massive ears now. Look at that, look at that.
Sue him.
It was crazy. And I still remember I had a mate, David Foreman, if we're just naming random people who no one's going to know who they are. And he got a message in his book from the RE teacher, and he, like, mucking around, wrote F off, but he did it in pen, didn't realise it was pen, and he was like, oh, panicking then that he was going to get in big trouble. So he Tipp-X'd it out so no one could see it, but the RE teacher was going out with the English teacher, and the English teacher burst in the room in the middle of a lesson, dragged him over the top of a desk went flying, and he just dragged him out of the classroom. I was like, oh my God, what's going on? But yeah, I mean, you can't do those things, can you?
Wouldn't happen nowadays, no.
No. I wouldn't be the man I am today. If it weren't for all those beatings.
An argument against it. So both numbers in the book are unavailable. So now we're searching Google, Tinternet. Okay, so we're at Hannam Lock now, and what you have to do is when you get to Hannam Lock, you're supposed to ring ahead to the lock keeper at Netham Lock, so that they can let you know that it's okay to proceed, because there's no lock landing upstream of Netham Lock, and then they open it and you go straight through into the harbour. Thing is, I'm ringing them, it's just going, it rings once or twice and then goes to answer phone and says they're unavailable. So we're just going to have to stand here and just keep dialing. I'm now trying to phone the harbour office to see if they've got another number I can contact. Update, a lovely lady at the harbour office is going to try and get in contact with somebody for us. Tony's going to open the lock, we're going to go in, but we're not going to leave until we hear from them. Hopefully they'll ring us back shortly.
Yeah, through the lock. Just waiting for a call back from the lock keeper. Seems a crazy system. I think we saw this on another vlog as well. Someone else had the same sort of experience. So they get here and ring up and no one answers and have to wait for the person to get back and everything. Must be a better way, mustn't there? You would have thought. So yeah, we've just got to wait here now. We've gone through the lock, sitting and waiting. Nice place here as well, looks. Moorings are really, really difficult. We were so lucky getting that one we got last night. Since then, I don't think we've seen one mooring really that we could have had. So yeah, glad we did that. Yeah, now just got to wait around. As soon as we get the call, as soon as we get the okay, we'll be off again and into Bristol. We're only about an hour and a half away, I think. Right, let's go and have a cup of tea. Right, we're on our way. Basically, the phones don't work at the lock that you have to phone to be able to get there. So the woman, we phoned like the harbour, and they said, oh yeah, we've tried to get through. There's something wrong with those phones. There's been something wrong with those phones for ages and ages. So I've rung him on his mobile, maybe give her the mobile phone number out, and it's okay. It's all set for you. The last page of the book. Kennet Avon. Oh yeah, well the first page, but last page of our journey. So we turn around and do it all the way back again. So we have a map. This is Bristol. You can see the rings in the buildings where the boats used to obviously moor up along here to collect all the goods. The little ladders. So we're just coming up now. This is the turn that takes you into the main bit into Bristol. Nice bit of bunting. Welcome to Bristol. This right here is Sonya worried because it's a low bridge.
Well, the wind has just blown the solar panels up. Not blown them up. Boom.
Use the force. This is the last bit. We're going to, as we go under this bridge, it's then a right turn to our little mooring. Just going to bring this camera down a little bit.
Duck my head down. Hey,
Isn't it?
low, man.
Wowzers.
Well, I'm going. You in the way.
Then have a look at that.
Wow. Is that it up there?
Yeah, it must be. Yeah, it's got to be right here. Aye, pirate scum.
I'm anxious. I have anxiety. Willow's going off for a bathroom break. She's been very good today. But we are moored down by the harbour hub. We would have liked to have been up at the Arnolfini because it's got a gate, but it's quite quiet down here. There's better looking boats than ours here. And but yeah, so we're gonna have some lunch and then we're gonna go and explore. But we're just opposite, just over there is SS Great Britain. See you later.
So here it is, the very latest version of me talking to myself at the end of a vlog while you all go off to do something else. But here goes anyway. Please do all the things that help the vlog. subscribe, like, leave a comment, maybe become a member, buy a coffee. But most important of all, as always, make sure you come back again next week.